5 bikes I regret buying. Welcome back to another video. As you see by the title, this is a video about 5 bikes I regret buying that I bought over my BMX career. I don't know. None of these bikes are fully regretted because obviously I like riding bikes and I ride bikes, but looking back, I could have bought better bikes instead of those bikes for the same money. Up first is my Blackjack Mafia Bikes jump bike. Now, even though nothing went wrong on it like it did with my 20-inch Mafia bike, so looking back, the Blackjack was a weird purchase because obviously it was a 24-inch bike, but it only had stiff forks, it had solid forks. I know a race cruiser has solid forks, but compared to a jump bike, which I also had, it was weird. But yeah, I rode it a lot. I rode it around. I used it basically as a cruiser. I was riding it around town. I was riding it around the streets. It was good at the time. I've got YouTube videos where I'm actually riding it, and it was pretty good. But the only downside is it was a big bike, but there's no gears on it. It's literally just a solid bike because it's a jump bike and not it was quite hard up hills. The second bike on my list is my jump bike, which was a Saracen CR2, which I only sold last year. 2024 I only sold that. I only rode it a couple times last year, and then before that I don't even know when. I originally bought it about 5 years ago when I went to Wales and I rode a couple of BMX tracks there. I don't know why I bought it for that, but it ended up being alright because there was a track in Wales, there's a track at the top of Wales where I don't know what condition it's in now, but 5 years ago the slate was coming out from underneath where the surface was, so having my race bike would have been a bad idea there because of the tyre pressure and everything. So having the jump bike was pretty good, riding that, having a stiff back end but still having some suspension and some big tyres so I could absorb all the horrible surface of those tracks. But since then I've ridden it a couple of bike parks. I've obviously done Phoenix Bike Park, Twisted Oaks and Big Sands. Couldn't think of it there. But obviously I'm not a mountain biker, so I haven't ridden it enough. So I did sell it because I wanted to get a full sus, which is what I should have got originally, because for the price of that bike I probably could have got a decent full sus or a pre-owned full sus, but at the time it wouldn't have fit in my little Ford Fiesta, so I guess it worked out. Another bike I regret buying is when I bought, probably about a year or two ago now, or a year and a half ago, Mafia Bikes had a sale where it was buy one get one free, which is a pretty good deal on a bike, obviously without you noticing that they put all the prices of the bikes up, so you're basically paying for 2 bikes, but it was still cheaper, just a bit cheaper. So I decided to buy 2 16-inch BMXs, which I haven't used enough, which this year in 2025 I want to use more because I've got a good idea for it, but I shouldn't have bought 2 because if we have one, people could just use that, whereas I thought I'll buy 2 and then I can, we can have a game of bike where you're both playing. But yeah, I should have bought just 1, but currently I've got 1 running and 1 not running, so I need to get them both running, then we can use them again. I do actually have a bike that the channel has never seen, and there's a good reason when I show you in a second, because what the hell am I going to use it for? And it's a little pink Strider with tassels, and it's got, hang on, it's pretty baller. It's got pictures of my face on it. I don't really know what other positives it has. It's got foam tyres, that is a negative, because when you get on it at my height, and I'm not a Strider rider, so the tyres just sink. So maybe a wheel swap on this bad boy, but hopefully I'll get this out some point. Maybe, well, it'll probably be at a BMX track, and that'll be quite funny because trying to get around it on a BMX track would be quite funny. But I guess I don't regret it, but I haven't used it yet, so it hasn't come to its full potential. So the 5th one, I wouldn't say I regret it, but obviously same as the other bikes, it's sort of a journey bike. At the time it was good, and that would be my first rocker. Now if you don't know, I've had 2 rockers and I've still currently got the second one, and the first one I bought was the first edition of them. I think it was sort of a burnt orange version, and it had like 1-piece cranks, and it was very early version. It was like bottom end of the rocker line, but yeah, it was quite, I mean, looking back, it was a rubbish bike to have. Even the rocker now I have is not great, but it's still funny for the videos. So let me know in the comments any bikes you've had that you regret buying, or bikes you want, any bikes you want, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. See ya. Bye.
The roof don't drop, so we poking out of the sunroof. No AC, no MP3s, only CDs. Tell me what you want to do. If I don't make it, please don't fake it. You got me if I got you. I got this spot too that I go to when the sun is up, the grass is green. There ain't no TV screen, only blue skies. Please use your imagination, tell me what you dream. And I picture you and I on the scene. But are you snapping? Cause I ain't getting cream from serving packets on the block.